What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Shades Tube, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Welcome to all my new subbies, and thank you to all my subbies that's been with me from day one. Happy and blessed Monday. I hope you guys had a great work day. I hope you had a great weekend as well. Y'all, mine went pretty good. Actually, I had a very, very good day today. A very good day. Congratulations to Rihanna and her man. You know, they just had the baby, a boy. So remember, I think that was like a week ago when I told you guys that allegedly Rihanna had her baby. And I think the person, the article that I was reading said that it was a girl. However, you know, they was a little bit off, but Rihanna did have her baby and it is a boy. So congratulations to her and ASAP and blessings with their newborn and their other child. It's always a blessing to, have kids and they are a blessing. Let me check this chat real quick. Hey LJ, what's up? What's up? What's up? LJ, I don't be really doing it too much now. I mean, unless you and Elisa come in and play it, but I may do it Thursday. I don't know for sure yet. How's your job coming along? Okay, guys, tonight we are going to discuss this topic. When evil is lurking in your bed, the murder of Lauren Charles. Wait till you guys hear this story. Plus, I'm going to give you guys a little breaking news today, okay? A little breaking news tonight, y'all, don't forget to, like always, to thumbs up this video. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, shorts, or whatever the case is. I don't think they notify you if I put up a short, but I do know they notify you if I put up a video. And check out my shorts in my other videos. I'm going to put up that Los Angeles video probably either today or either tomorrow. All right. So let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer because we are going to be probably showing a video maybe from TikTok. I don't like really sharing videos from YouTube because I always get a claim. But if you share them from TikTok, you usually don't get a claim. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here we go. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, and it will be in the comment area, and some of it is scrolling across the screen. All right, and like I said, I'm gonna try to show you guys maybe one or two videos about this lady from TikTok, probably not from YouTube, because you always get a copyright claim. You know what I'm saying, or something else. Let's see. I hope you stay safe. Yeah, I did. It didn't hit us too bad. I mean, it did some stuff out here, but it didn't do too bad. I think the wind started blowing harder later on last night. But I did see some leaves all over the place. A couple of things were knocked down, but and I think a little floody. But we was blessed out here, so that's it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this topic tonight, guys. I don't think I forgot anything. Let me go ahead and do this. Put this background music back on. Hold on. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, and welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. All right. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Hold on. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to look for. Okay. I always forget where everything is. So we're going to go ahead and do a reaction time where we're going to be talking about this topic tonight. It's really a hot ass mess, honestly. I'll just give you a little information about it before I start reading and going into it more in depth. Lauren Charles was 40 years old. She met her soon-to-be husband online, okay? Her sister, I think that was her sister, said that she was looking for love and she was determined to find love. So I guess she started looking online, thinking that she can pick the man of her dreams. However, she did meet her soon-to-be husband online, and they started dating and everything. And I'm thinking that everything was going good at first. And then she started seeing some of his characteristics come out, his true characteristics. Because, of course, he put on a whole little act trying to pretend like he was all that. He even lied about where he stayed. I think he ended up staying like with his mom. And he actually gave her address to a house And I think Lauren went there to surprise him and found an empty lot. So he even lied about where he lived, that he actually had a house. He lied about everything, his job, his career, everything. You know, he didn't even have I don't even think he had that job or a job. Um, he was very manipulative, controlling. He was a liar. He was also a cheater. He also had like two mistresses, you know, while he was still married. He was just doing the most. And I think she probably found out about him cheating because I think there was a text message that she saw. And probably played a role into why, let me turn this thing down, into her wanting, you know, him to move out. Hold on for a second, y'all. Let me just lower this down, okay? So anyway, I'm going to read the story to you guys about her. We're going to talk about her tonight. A very sad, sad, sad story. And it just shows, it just goes to show you guys, you cannot trust these people that you meet. Whether you meet them online or in person, you need to check out people. You need to really get to know people. Now, she met this dude back in 2016. Okay. And then they got married, I guess, a couple years later. So she was knowing him for a while. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I believe in background checks and everything else, because, you know, reference checks and all types of checks. Because like even in one of the videos that I was watching, his ex-girlfriend was interviewed, and she said that he tried to kill her. She said she was laying in bed one night and she with him, and I guess she was telling him that it was cold or whatever the case is because he had the window up. And I guess he may have gotten mad. Anyway, I think he started trying to choke her or whatever the case is. And she said when she was trying to stop him and she looked into his face, into his eyes, all she could see is darkness, just straight up darkness. Okay. So yeah, he was doing a lot, had a lot of complaints about being controlling, manipulative, you know, abusive and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and go with the story about this lady who was killed, I believe, in March of 2021. And we're going to talk about that. Okay, guys? So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I think this is the one that I want to do right here. And then I'm going to tell you what her dad said too, because like I said, this crime was just brutal. I mean, the way he did his wife is just ridiculous. How can you be with a person, right, all that time? You know, you're thinking this person is in love with you at first, you know what I'm saying? Then you find out that he's totally opposite of what you thought he was. You know what I'm saying? Then he turned out to be abusive, probably verbally abusive, very controlling. He loves to manipulate people. Till this day, he still confesses. He still says that he did not kill his wife. Okay? So let me go ahead and tell you more about this story, okay? So this is the guy I'm talking about. His name is Reginald Dunlap, 45 years old. This is a picture of him right now. If you see these messages, somebody's messaging me, so I'm gonna try not to show it, but sometimes they pop up on the screen. So this is him right here, 45-year-old Reginald Dunlap. Okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna read that part. We're gonna go ahead and read this. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and tell exactly about them. Okay. We're not gonna read that. I want to go into the part where they tell you about this dude. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I got everything saved, but I have to look through it because it's mostly about the trial and things like that. Wait a minute. Man, I'll never get the entire stuff. For one thing, people are always bugging me. So, and you know, when they start bugging you, you lose your concentration. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I don't want to see. Okay. So, like I said before, she did realize that her husband, who was very emotional, abusive, and he was controlling and manipulative, she found out that he was actually cheating on her. You know, he was cheating on her with several women. And that's when I'm thinking she asked him to leave. Okay. Anyway, they said when Lauren Charles realized her emotionally abusive husband was cheating on her with multiple women, she sought to leave their marriage. But instead, her husband, Reginald Dunlap, 45, strangled her and beat her to death with a Buddha statue. Then he attended a church service and returned to their Silver Spring home before calling police to report he had found Charles 40 murdered, according to the Montgomery County prosecutors. And when he was on the phone talking, you guys, I'm going to try to play that. You should hear how he was talking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just faking all the way through. Okay. So, I'm not going to read that part. I want to read exactly what he did. So on March the 7th, 2021, this dude is just keep on leaving me these messages. You would think he would be asleep. Dunlap called police after returning home from church to say that he found his wife had been murdered while he was out. Okay. When the police arrived at the couple's Silver Spring house, they were immediately overwhelmed by a strong aroma of bleach, according to police documents. Okay. Um, Dunlap was investigated and charged with Charles' murder that night. So let me tell you. So I think Dunlap came home and saw his wife asleep in bed, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. But I know one thing. He took the Buddha statue and beat her with that. Okay. Amongst other things that he used. And then he took a pillowcase and stuffed it down her mouth, which choked her. They said that he beat her so bad that blood was everywhere. He also took the bed up and put it against the wall. He, just took the drawers out of the dresser, just all types of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. And blood was everywhere, all over the walls and everything, on the bed and everything. So he was just hitting her allegedly with the statue and whatever else he had while she was asleep. She was asleep when he did this. Okay. I also heard her mom or dad said, or either her friend said, that she was actually afraid of this dude because she used to sleep with a knife by her side. A knife. I wouldn't even be able to be, still married to the dude. I would have had to get me forget the knife because he was a lunatic. And that's on everything. He was a straight up lunatic. Now, where did I just go to? Here we go, right here. I mean, the life is okay, but for him, you really need something more. You definitely does because he was a maniac, y'all, a lunatic. Let's see. I think I made a mistake and just got off this thing. Let me go ahead and see where was I at. I hate when I do this. Okay, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. I think I made a mistake in. Now they said prior to that night when that murder happened, there was no history of any type of domestic violence. Okay, but there was emotional abuse, financial abuse, verbal abuse, and gaslighting. Okay, he would convince her of things that didn't happen. He would convince her that he was the one that she needed to be with, that no one else would love her. He convinced her to stay with him. See, what he was doing right there, he was using manipulation, like some dudes use, okay, to keep you. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly, some women do too, but yeah, that's exactly what he was using. State Attorney John McCarthy said that Lauren Charles wanted out of the marriage, and she made it clear to family and friends that she was going to leave Dunlap, and clearly he did not want her to leave. Okay, and she was leaving him because she found out that he was cheating on her with not just one woman, like maybe 2 or 3 women. He was no good all the way around. A cheater, he was a liar. He lied about so much. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this air conditioner down. Come on, I'm doing my video. He was a he was a manipulative person. He was don't mess with this air conditioner. He was sorry y'all. He was emotionally abusive, financially abusive, because I'm sure he wasn't doing the things that he needed to do. He lied about having a job and things like that in his financial situation. I guess he was acting like he had money because he had told Lauren that he was going to take care of her and things like that. And when they got married and stuff, he couldn't do none of these things. You see what I'm saying? Lie. I don't know why people lie about their financial situation. And that's what he did. Like I told you guys before, he even lied about where he stayed at. He told her he had a house, gave her a fake address. When she went there to surprise him, nothing was there. Okay, that's why you got to check out these people. I'm telling you straight up. You know what I'm saying? You really do. You got to do a background check, a police check. There's all types of checks, and that's on everything. Anyway, They said that he was involved with a number of women. Those women began to call the house. Those women were deceived by her husband. They were lied to by her husband because I'm sure that he was telling them a lot of lies. You know what I'm saying? They had no idea that they were becoming involved with a married man. He pretended like he was single. Mrs. Charles made the decision that she wanted out of the marriage when she realized what was happening. And that is crazy because I'm like, if you're cheating and you're doing all this other stuff, why even stay married? Just go and be single. But like most manipulative people, they want everything at one time. They want the wife, they want the women on the side, they want all of that. They want to control you and tell you what to do and things like that. Okay. Anyway, her dad, John Charles, said he could only describe his daughter's killer, the husband, as evil. When he first, because let me tell you something. When she met him, her husband, before they got married, her boyfriend, she introduced him to her family members. And I remember the dad saying that he didn't like him. He was telling her that she needed to find someone else. But I guess the daughter convinced her dad that she loved him or liked him or whatever the case is. And he was like, I'll let her make her own decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that she was introducing this man to just did not feel right about this guy. They said he was very quiet. He didn't talk or anything. Even when they had their wedding, they said that he didn't even have friends to come to the wedding. It was only Lauren's friends and family that came. I think he may have had maybe one person, and that's it, if I'm not mistaken. So he was very strange, a loner, just weird. Anyway, her dad said Reginald Dunlap is a predator. He had nothing inside of him but evil. He was an embassy of the devil. There is no doubt in my mind he is a predator. Okay? Okay, so let me finish telling you about what happened because I know I'm on a whole different area right here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. And the thing about it, when she first met him and they were dating, she was probably deeply in love with this dude. Okay. And he just used her, just played her basically. See, that's why you can't be, just on a timeline about finding a man or a woman because you have to make sure that, you really check out people that you are dating. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and finish telling you guys about exactly what happened here. Anyway, once he used the Buddha statue and he stuffed the pillowcase down her throat, and he also used other things to beat her with. I think I think he went out. I don't know if he went to church before or he went to church afterwards. I'm thinking that he went to church afterwards and then act like everything was normal because I guess he was setting up like an alibi. I'm not sure, but we're going to find that out hopefully in this article right here, okay? Anyway, they said Charles' body was found inside the couple's home on March the 7th, 2021. She was choked because he put a pillowcase down her throat. And then I just told you he beat her to death. Okay. He used a decorative Buddha statue to hit her with over her head while she was asleep. Okay. And he also put bleach on her body and then tore up the bedroom to make it look like somebody broke in and, I guess looking for stuff and then ended up killing her. So he had to sit somewhere to think about this murder because of everything that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? To make it look like he didn't do it. Also, he staged his own alibi and things like that. That is crazy. So this is wait a minute, hold on. Let me show y'all where they their house and stuff. Some more pictures real quick before I go back to that story. I think I got the house picture. I may not even did it. I probably didn't get that picture because I'll be trying to do stuff while I'm driving. So this is their wedding picture. Let me show y'all this real quick. Let me make sure I don't show anything else down here. Um, it is so hard doing this without showing other things on my phone. Let me see if I can do that without touching the screen. I don't know. I should have put the pictures up on my thing. So that's them at their wedding. Look like they are very happy. He's a con artist too, and a scammer. So that's them there. Okay, wait a minute. Here's another picture of them doing, I guess, and even on here, see, he don't even look like he was happy right here, if you ask me. He does not look like he's even happy in this picture. She did. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Okay, yeah. So those are a couple of pictures that I showed you guys about the couple and everything. Let me go ahead and finish with this little story. Hold on, yeah. But yeah, this was a very sad story, you know. And with them being knowing each other from 2016 all the way up to until 2021 of March when he actually killed her. So, you know, it's not like she just met him off a line and just got right with him. I'm trying to find out the entire story of everything. Hold on. So, let's see. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Let me turn this up. Hold on for 1 minute and I'll be right back. Let me get my other phone. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so let me finish telling you about that. So y'all, when he murdered his wife, he tried to, like I said, pretend like he didn't do this crime. Okay, he made up an alibi. He had an alibi actually. Okay, um, but the police did suspect it early on that he killed his wife. They noticed blood on his hands and no sign of forced entry at the home. He's an idiot. How can you leave blood on your hand? Okay, he's a straight up idiot. So his wife was trying to actually leave because, like, when she asked him to leave out, I think it was around the CV-19. What do you call that? You couldn't go nowhere. You had to stay. You couldn't move. You couldn't do anything. You know, stay at home thing. So I think that delayed everything, and she was letting him still stay there because she wanted him to leave. And then she was trying to leave, I guess, and he probably got mad because a lot of manipulative people would do that if you try to get up and leave them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see what else they say here. Let me tell you a little bit more about her first. She was a successful attorney, a caring friend, and a loving daughter. Okay. She they said she was very fun loving. She got along with everybody. She was happy, outgoing, and everything. I'm trying to figure out was she even compatible with him because he was like a loner, quiet, you know. I guess he was pretending to be the man of her dreams though, because a person that's manipulative, they will pretend like they are something else when they are really not. So he probably did that. He probably pretend like he was all, successful, all loving, at first, you know what I'm saying, until he got her to marry him. And then the true person probably started coming out. But she did have some red flags, okay? Because I just told you he lied about where he paid. Okay, he just lied about that. He lied about his financial position, you know. Um, he was not doing as good as he say. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else? He lied about a lot of things. Then he was very manipulative. Okay, controlling. Okay, those are warning signs. Controlling, trying to tell you what to do, how to do it, just everything. And then what else? Controlling, manipulative. He lied. Um, then he was abusive, emotionally. And then he was gaslighting her too. So those are sure signs that something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Gaslighting. You're supposed to be so in love with this lady. You're playing games. Who plays games? And he did all of this inside of their North Kensington home. Okay, this is crazy. Let me see. So that entire day, y'all, he made himself breathless. He walked his dogs. I don't hate this thing right here. Hold on, y'all. Let me do like this. Let me do this real quick. They be making you start. They be doing something. I should have gave them my. Let me get them my other email address because I thought I did this. Let's see. I'm gonna get them this one because I don't want to be reading them sending me no messages. They be making you do all this stuff just to read stuff. I'm not giving an answer to this. I know they're gonna probably put up something else. Anyway, he walked his dogs. He did go to church, so he went to church and everything. Okay, he did all of that. Then he killed his wife, and then he poured bleach onto her and staged a crime scene by toppling over furniture and shoving it near her body to make it look like that somebody came in trying to rob them, and then I guess she woke up and started fighting them, and that's how everything got knocked down, and the bed got turned upside down and all this other weird stuff, okay? So let's see. So anyway, they said she had blunt force trauma to her face, the back of her head, her neck, and her hands. And it was consistent with being hit with a heavy object. And so, man, that was sad, man. Because like I said before, she was asleep when he did all of this. And at the time of her death, she was working for a company, had a real good job. You know what I'm saying? Just picked the wrong man to share her life with, like so many women do every single day on day. You know what I'm saying? Her co-worker said, in my 35 years as a practicing attorney, I have never seen the police present so little evidence to charge a member of our community with such a serious crime. Noting that for all the details in the police charging document about a ransacked house and blood spatter, there was little tying Dunlap to the actual killing. The charging paper says she was murdered. They are separated, and he discovered her body in their house. It just seems like they arrested Mr. Dunlap before investigating. That's what somebody else was saying, but they found evidence. Like I said, he had blood all over his hands. What else did I say? Blood on his hands, and something else that just didn't add up. I can't remember exactly what it was. So yeah, he did say he had returned home from church. So after he allegedly killed her, he did go to church, and then he said when he returned home from church, he found his wife deceased. Okay. And the thing about it, when the police arrived, they smelled bleach. So, okay, so if somebody broke in and beat your wife to death, right, and then ransacked the home because they was looking for money or whatever the case is, why would they be using bleach? They don't care. And I thought I read that they found a bloody handprint on the daggone door. So anyway, the police spotted what appeared to be blood on one of his hands, according to charging documents. And when they went further into the house, they found that the woman dead in a first floor bedroom near an empty bottle of bleach. So he's so stupid, it's ridiculous. Well, first of all, why would you even if you want to stage a crime and make it look like somebody broke in and did all of this, who would take the time to try to scrub down everything with bleach? That's stupid. Okay. They also, like I said before, pulled out dresser drawers, and they was actually thrown around the room. And then, like I told you before, the bed was tipped to his side. Now, why would somebody do all of that? If somebody breaking into your house, I don't see them tilting your bed over to the side like they looking for some money or they know you got some money or something else of value. That's weird. They also found blood underneath the bed and underneath the mattress and on the bottom of the dresser drawer. Okay. They also found blood on the walls, the floors, and of the bedroom, and they didn't find blood nowhere else. Okay, and that's another thing too. If somebody broke into your house and did all of this, when you see blood drippings or whatever the case is throughout the house because they would be trying to run out. He is an idiot. Okay. And they said that evidence would indicate that Charles was injured and bleeding before the ransacking. So meaning that he must have been struggling. She probably woke up while he was hitting her, right? And she probably started to struggle with him. Okay. And that's why he was injured and bleeding. Okay. And then he, went on and killed her or whatever the case is, and then stuffed that sheet down. I mean, not sheet, a pillowcase down her mouth, and she choked from that. That is crazy. They also found plastic packaging from a paper towel 6-pack in the trash can in outside the home on top of a retaining wall. A scrub brush still dripping with water. He's an idiot. So that shows right then and there he was in there scrubbing, trying to get the blood up. And that's why they were smelling that bleach. So anyway, since the police, suspected him, they went on and arrested him to bring him in for questioning. He told them, the husband, he and his wife were effectively separated because she was upset he was switching job locations, according to court records. He said he had been sleeping in an upstairs bedroom. The night before, Dunlap allegedly told the investigators he and Charles had watched a movie before they went to their bedrooms to sleep around 1 a.m. Let me let y'all know something else. They did not sleep in the same bedroom either. Okay, they slept in separate bedrooms, which is kind of odd when you are married. Okay, who sleeps in different bedrooms unless you had a baby, your wife had a baby, and she needed to be in the other room because she don't want to wake you up because she has to nurse her baby and things like that. Otherwise, why do you guys have separate bedrooms? That's weird in itself, y'all. Anyway, when Dunlap awoke on Sunday, he stated that he made himself breakfast, walked the dog, and went to church. Okay. He said church lasted from 11:45 a.m. to 1 p.m., according to the detectives. When Dunlap got home, the court records assert he told investigators he went upstairs to change, came down, stopped in the kitchen, and went to check on his wife. He said he found her dead, went out to the porch, sat down, and called 911, according to charging documents. During the questioning, detectives clearly tried to chirp away at his story. They asked Dunlap if anyone else had been in the home since Saturday evening. He allegedly said no, just him and his wife. He also allowed that when he came home from church, he had to unlock the deadbolt, court records state. So if he had a deadbolt on the house door, how did they get in there and break in and do all of that? Anyway, that coupled with how 2 other doors were locked when police arrived and no signs of a break-in led investigators to believe no one else had been in the home. He's an idiot. And they indicated in their affidavit that the crime was so violent that anyone asleep in the house, even upstairs, would have heard an intruder. Right. Anyway, investigation thus far would indicate that the subject responsible for this crime took a significant amount of time to attempt to clean the scene and destroy evidence on Charles' body, because clearly he washed her up with bleach as well. Dunlap was the only person in the home and admits that he cannot provide any other explanation of what could have happened to Charles. That is crazy as hell. Okay, that whole story. You know what? From the time they walked in that house, they knew this man killed his wife. He's an idiot. Okay, you got deadbolts on doors. No door looked like you broke in or anything. Nobody broke in or anything. Okay, then your dumb self got blood on your hands. How stupid can you be? Okay, and then you can smell bleach. Okay, that's silly. Nobody is, if somebody just broke into your home all randomly, right? They're not going to take time to clean up the areas and stuff with no daggone bleach because they don't know when somebody may come home. And then the door would have been broken into. So clearly he didn't think about this long enough. You know what I'm saying? Because if he would have thought about it a little bit more in detail, he would have known that it just didn't make no sense to do it the way he did it, So the thing about it, he was sentenced to life in prison, which he should have been sentenced to life in prison without no chance of parole. Okay, y'all. He was sentenced to life in prison for first-degree murder of his wife, Lauren Charles, who was 40 at that time. The life sentence include all but 55 years suspended to serve and 5 years of supervised probation upon release. Because he's already he was 45 at the time, okay? So that was in 21, 23. So now he's 46, 47, okay? And I want to get that little phone call that he did because he sounds tripped out. I can't believe he poured bleach on her body. And that's exactly what he did. Okay, let me see if I can find that audio for you guys. Let me see if I can find the audio so I can let y'all hear what he was saying. Reginald, got this dude's name. What is his name? Reginald. It's not Reginald Charles. Let me see what his name is again. Yeah, let's see what his name is real quick, y'all. Let me check out his name. I don't forget. I know it's Reginald something. This is sad, man. That's why I say all the time that we got to be cautious when we meet people, whether you meet them online or not. Because, you know, even though they did meet online, she could have met him out on the street and he still would be crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't matter. You just got to really just check out people in detail before you just be, you know, doing the most with them. Hold on. Let me see what this man's name is. Reginald Dunlap. I could not remember his name. Let me see if I can pull up that audio. 911 call. Let me see. Let's see if we can get that video up so we can hear him talk. I want to hear, because I want y'all to hear how he was trying to pretend like he was crying and shit, and he was so daggone distraught over it and things like that. I want to see if I can get that. See if they got that audio. Because I was listening to, I don't want to play it on the site that I seen it on. I mean, I heard it on. Because, of course, I heard the audio. He tried to pretend like he was crying and stuff like that. Oh, they make no sense. Doing the most. But you know what? Even on the audio, I can honestly tell that he did it. Just listening to the audio, y'all. Because he just really did not sound convincing. Let me see if this is it real quick. And this is a video just for educational purposes and to give our feedback and blase. Okay, it's protected by that copyright act. Okay, let's see if this is it right here. Let's see. Hold on, y'all.
We have the backstory now to a horrible domestic violence murder that happened in Montgomery County.
Just listen, y'all.
The focus now is on the future of a 15-year-old girl who was a survivor of.
Oh no, this is the wrong story. We don't want to hear that one. I don't know why they do this. Let me see. I'm trying to find him. That 911 call. It may not be up here. Trying to see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a second. I'm glad they gave him 55 years. You know, I'm glad they gave him 55 years. He should have got shit life. I am so happy. I don't see it on here, but it is a video where they play his audio. I just don't want to play it on here because I don't want no copyright claims or anything. So I'm trying to find it. No audio. Maybe I can find it. Let's see. Oh, let's see. 911. Let me put audio. Maybe it'll come up on here like that, when you put it in there like that. Let's see. But I know one thing. He did not, to me, he did not just sound convincing. He was trying to pretend like he was so crying and that bull crap. You know, the standard thing people do when they did a damn crime and trying to pretend like they didn't do it. That's exactly what he was doing. And then when the police came out there, you know, they probably already suspected that he did it anyway before they even got in the house, okay? And I'm pretty sure they did. That's why they was already looking at his crazy stuff. Because they knew that he did this. This is the quickest arrest I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a man killing his wife. Damn, you made this dinner quick. How you make this dinner so quick? How did you make?
Probably 45 minutes.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, thanks. These like the women on the grill look good. It's cute. But yeah, he's an idiot though. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let's see if they're gonna play it. So listen, y'all. Let me see. We gotta wait till this commercial go off first. Wait. Let's see this ad. Let's see what they're gonna say on this article.
Court
Court documents revealed that the victim, Lauren Charles, and her husband, Reginald Dunlap Jr., may have been staying in separate bedrooms and were possibly headed for separation. The murder of Charles is a stunning loss, according to people who knew her. Lauren Charles, at age 40, was a lawyer with a master's degree in historic preservation who grew up in New Orleans and was the granddaughter of a renowned Creole plaster artist named Earl Barthé. She was a former assistant director of admissions at the University of Oregon School of Law, where she was a graduate, the school's dean of students said. Charles's career in D.C. took her to Leidos, a major government contractor and consulting firm, where she did work for the Justice Department, according to a family spokesperson. She married Reginald Dunlap Jr. in 2019, according to a post on Charles's Facebook page. Police said Charles' body was found in the master bedroom of the couple's North Kensington home Sunday morning, after her husband called 911 to say he'd returned from church to find his wife dead. Court documents revealed the bedroom was completely ransacked and spattered with blood, and that officers observed what they believed to be blood on Dunlap's hand. Investigators found an empty bottle of bleach next to the body and cleaning supplies. Before he was arrested and charged, Dunlap told investigators the couple were possibly separating and that he did not want to break up. Neighbors told police and WUSA 9 they heard nothing.
They were very private neighbors.
The dean of students at Charles's law school alma mater, who knew her well, described her as brilliant, caring, and dedicated. The chairman and CEO of Leidos, in a written statement, said the company is stunned and saddened. Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
So, like I said, he's a psychopath. And like I told y'all before, I've seen interviews with 2 other women that he dated, or 3, and they all had negative things to say about this guy. And he did try to kill his ex-girlfriend. But the only thing I don't like about what his ex-girlfriend said is that she said she did not report it. I can't remember why she said she didn't report it. She didn't report it. Let me think. I don't remember why she said she didn't report it. I just know she didn't report it, which she should have, because if she would have reported this, she possibly could have saved this lady's life. Because if he was attempting to kill her 20 years ago, he would be probably, would have probably been in jail and probably received some psychiatric help or something like that. That's why y'all, when y'all be with these men and women and they're doing weird shit like that, trying to choke you and shit and things like that, or trying to kill you, you need to report that, because you're saving other people's lives. Why would you not even report that? That's silly. To my snitch. If she would have snitched, this lady would probably still be alive. Fuck that. Sometimes you have to snitch. Okay? Let me see if I can find it. I'm still looking for that video because I want y'all to hear how he was talking. Of course, I know where it's at, but I don't want to play that like I said before. But if I can't get the video, you can easily go to The Murder of Lauren Charles on YouTube, and it plays the video, the audio, and everything. Okay, I think Fox 5 or somebody did a whole thing about this. Okay, and a lot of other people cover this entire case as well. I mean, it's just a shame, y'all. It really is. Let me just go ahead and tell you about what her dad was saying about this entire thing. Let's see here. Didn't this girl get off of work early? Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me just tell her, okay. Hold on. Wait. That's okay for her. Okay. Now, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Try to get to, I have to go to the story because I got it saved. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on for 1 second. So let me tell you about what her dad was saying. Hold on. Let me get another bite of this. But y'all know I'm eating at the same time. So I don't know if this. I thought this other guy was her dad, but I'm not sure. Anyway. When Lauren Charles, a young attorney scaling the corporate ladder as a project manager for a Washington, D.C. defense contractor, first introduced her father, John, to her boyfriend, She waited until she was alone with her dad, a math teacher at De La Salle High School in New Orleans, to pop a very important question. She said, "So, Daddy, what do you think of my boyfriend?" For a man used to putting two and two together, John Charles spoke from a deep well of distilled wisdom, his intuition as a father. He said, "Baby, I need another first impression because this one did not work." Okay. And that's what he told his only daughter in an honor student at Ben Franklin High School. So Lauren was sad by that, okay, because she was madly in love with this dude. What was it about her boyfriend that didn't sit well with her father? Her father admitted he didn't really like Lauren's previous boyfriend either, the guy from Oregon she met in law school. But this dude, which is what eventually became her husband, was somewhat different, okay? Anyway, Charles had caught a train into DC to meet Lauren and her boyfriend at a Japanese garden festival. Everyone knew this was going to be their first meet and greet. He had his baseball cap on his head sideways, Charles recalled. So I am thinking to myself, oh, dude, I'm a grown man and you introduce yourself to me looking like that? I am from an era, where I don't appreciate that. It didn't sit right with me. And so I thought to myself, oh, Lauren, this is your boyfriend? Because he had that baseball hat on his head. I guess he said that, he should have took it off to show a sign of respect. Anyway, Charles continued to puzzle over what intrigued Lauren about Reginald Dunlap Jr. He said, I have no clue. That was me and every single one of her friends. I mean, not a single person was on the fence. I told you, everybody she introduced this dude to did not like them, okay? They said, was he good looking? No, okay? It was sheer mystery, complicated by troubling signs. Dunlap, a Maryland resident, had no close friends, okay? He had attended Xavier University of Louisiana in New Orleans, but did not graduate, okay? But their relationship and eventually their engagement and wedding went on as planned. So about 6 months before the wedding, Lauren's aunt and grandmother died, and we were at the repast, Charles recalled. He said, I walked past Lauren as she was talking to some people, and she didn't see me there. And she said, oh, my daddy doesn't like my boyfriend. It was the thing where she understood I didn't like him. I just didn't badger her about it. When they got married, I didn't express it anymore. Another red flag, at their wedding, Dunlap did not have a single friend attend. Remember I told y'all he didn't have no friends? That's weird as hell. No friends, nobody. You would at least have one person. You know what I'm saying? None. So I already told you about what he did in the murder and stuff. That was just a little bit of background information about what her father basically was telling the media about this dude. Okay. So her father did not like him, okay, at all. Anyway, a lot of Lauren's friends and family who knew intimate details about their volatile relationship was calling the police to let them know all about this husband, you know. So that too played a role into the police people, thinking that he probably did the murder and everything. Anyway, her dad knew from 1,100 miles away that his daughter was trying to leave her husband. But he said he did not fear for her safety because they didn't think he was violent like that. They just thought he was, a liar, a cheater, and those type of things. They didn't picture him to be a killer. Okay. So the dad said he wasn't really that worried. He thought that maybe his daughter could just leave, or either put the husband out. Well, on the 28th of February of 2021, Lauren handed her husband a written notice to vacate the premises by the end of March, and then he killed her a week later. Okay, and that was around the time the stay-at-home thing was in effect, I think, because of CV-19 may have been lifted by that time. So once that was lifted, I'm thinking she was probably really pressing him to get out. But anyway, once they had his murder trial, which they had it 2 years after the death, Charles was the first prosecution witness, but he was only on stand for about 4 minutes, with the highlight being his ability to identify Dunlap to the 12-member jury as his daughter's former husband. The courtroom had about 40 people, and Charles said Lauren was so well loved by her friends, her co-workers, and about 24 showed up every day to be there for support during that trial. Okay. Her dad also made it pop. He made sure that he sat right there so Dunlap could see him as well. Okay, that's something right there. Okay. And another thing too, all of her friends told her to leave that man, leave the home. I don't know why she just didn't leave. But I bet you she didn't think that he would, stoop to that level of trying to, kill her. Because remember, even though they said the relationship was volatile, before they said that he never did do any type of domestic violence. Maybe they mean volatile because he was emotionally violent, and then maybe financially violent and things like that. So anyway, she was texting her friends too, telling them about her husband and how he was cheating and things like that. And you know what? And they said in those text messages, she was acting like she was scared, y'all. She was saying, this has to end. This has to end. So her dad wasn't aware of those text messages, because sometimes like women be texting her their friends and telling them about their man and things like that. So her dad didn't know that he was violent like that. All they was doing was trying to tell her friends was telling her to leave this dude, you know. And why she just didn't get up and leave, I don't know why. But she might have still been in love with this dude. And clearly he never loved her. Mm-mm-mm. Because she was thinking about leaving. She wanted him to leave. Sometimes it's just best just for you to get up and leave. Because sometimes these people don't want to leave. And then I mean leave and don't be able to be found. Because this guy's a lunatic. But so she was, like I said, telling her friends and things like that. She didn't tell her dad everything, but she was telling you know, her friends and stuff. They said she was doing everything that she could to get out that relationship, and she was almost there. She was supposed to go away the following weekend and stay elsewhere. She never got to because he killed her first. She that waiting around to leave, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to go ahead and do what you need to do. Anyway, Reginald did not put up a defense, y'all. He didn't even put up no defense because he know he did this, even though he says that he did not do this. He said he did not kill his wife. But when you're crazy, you may not think that you did something. You know what I'm saying? And you actually did it. He might not even remember. I doubt it though, because he's a manipulator. He's pretending like he don't remember or he didn't do it, but deep down inside, he know he killed his wife. You know what I'm saying? This is a little shit game he playing. But this is her dad right here, and this is her only daughter. And this man, not this man, but her husband, took her away from him. That's her dad. Happy, you can tell she was a happy lady. And that's nothing too. You pick these men and women and you are naturally a happy person, and these people make you feel sad, got you feeling, you know, depressed and things like that. It's time to let them go, y'all, for real. Because if you're naturally happy, why would you want somebody who causes a lot of, you know, sadness in your life and a lot of negativity to be in your life? Because I'm sure that's what he was doing. And the thing about it, like I said before, everybody was telling her to leave this man. Okay. But she never did do it. And then when she saw, I guess when she saw the text messages where he was talking to other women and stuff, that's when she probably started, you know, really thinking it's time to end everything. Because usually, sometimes women will stay with a man even when they're doing the most. But when they find evidence that he's cheating, that usually be the final straw that they can take. You know what I'm saying? Then that usually encourages the woman to leave. This is crazy. So she gave him to the end of the month to leave the home that she owned. And the wife owned all of the couple's assets. And Dunlap would be left with nothing. And that's another reason why he probably didn't want that marriage to end either, because he's a manipulative person. So he was probably using her. Because remember when I told you guys that when she met him, he was pretending like he had all his stuff together. And in reality, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he really had a real job. He had a job, but not like he was trying to pretend like he had and stuff. Because she owned everything. You see what I'm saying? That is crazy. This light went off again. Hold on, let me turn this light back on. I hate when it be going off. So yeah, he just a straight up con artist. And so, you know, like I say, even in prison right now, he's still saying that he didn't do anything. And we all know that he killed his wife. We all know this. I wish I could find the story telling you exactly every little thing, detail by detail, what he was doing. But he was doing a lot because, like I said, in the interview that I was watching, they interviewed his ex girlfriend from 20 years ago, and the women that he was playing around with as well. At least one of them, I heard her interview as well, in which he lied to her about being married and everything. She didn't even know the dude was married. So again, when we meet people, whether it's a man or a woman, okay, we just got to make sure that we check people out, because you know, there are a lot of people out here that are crazy, that are just users, that mean you no good, okay? I mean no good. That's just plainly evil. And this man right here was plainly damn evil. And that's just on everything. This lady was loving. Everybody liked her. She was smart, successful, had all her own stuff. And this weirdo came into her life, pretended to be something that he wasn't, you know, and that's fine, you know, if he just would have left. But no, he wanted to do something worse. He wanted to go ahead and kill her and stuff, and then set up the stupid ass alibi and stage the house to make it seem like somebody broke in there and killed his wife. You know what I'm saying? That's why he ransacked the place, turned the bed up to the side, and all the other weird shit he did. But one thing that he messed up on, two things, is that he had blood on his hands, okay, on one of those hands, and then the dumb didn't even make it look like somebody broke in. Okay, then you got deadbolts to the door. So clearly, if the doors are still closed, you call the police, they can tell that nobody tried to come in. And then you got blood on your hand. And then the bleach thing, that's crazy as heck. Who does this? So I don't know why he keeps on saying he didn't do this, because everything just points back to him. He told on himself. And if y'all can hear that audio, I'm telling you, that audio to me, it sounds like he was lying with that fake ass crying. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, since he's a good manipulative person, a manipulator, why did he feel like he had to kill her? He could have used his charm and just kept on lying. Because he probably still was in love with them. That's why she was so hurt when she found out that he was cheating. So let me see what this family member is saying real quick, and then we're going to leave this story, and I'm going to go over a couple of news articles, and then we're going to be done with this live tonight, y'all, okay? I know my voice just went out right there, so we're going to be done with this live tonight. That's what I just said. Okay, so let me see what a family member is saying, or a friend. Let's see. Let's see if we can bring this up. So here we go. Let's listen to this. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, just a little bit. There's the call.
It's a very calculated thing to come down the stairs while someone's sleeping and go in their room and kill them.
Tell me exactly what happened. I just got in from church and I think my wife is dead.
It was personal and
now listen. Now you know good and damn well the way he said, I think my wife is dead. It sounds like he did this. Okay, let's keep it real. Now, let's hear that again. It sounds so damn fake. Listen.
It's a very calculated thing to come down the stairs while someone's sleeping and go in their room and kill them.
Tell me exactly what happened. I just got in from church and I think my wife is dead.
It was personal.
You know what, y'all?
And repeated blow.
That don't even sound like. It sounds like he's guilty just from that phone call to 911. I just came in from church. I think my wife is dead. Come on now. You know if your wife is dead or not, dude. What are you talking about? You did it anyway. Okay? That's on everything. He did it anyway. And like they just said in this audio, I can't play the whole thing. It was a personal attack. Okay? Because he hit her so many times with that statue and other things. And then he stuffed that daggone pillowcase down her throat. But you know what, y'all? I am glad that justice was served on this dude. And I'm glad that the police observed all this stuff about this weird-ass man. All right? For a man to basically prey upon a woman that's so nice, loving, probably was helping him out, doing all types of stuff for this dude. Nice to him and everything. And then he repays her by cheating, by doing all the other stuff that he was doing, and then killing her. He don't, you know what? That 55 years, it should be, well, you know, he's old as shit already. So when he get 55 years, he's probably going to be dead anyway. So that's basically life in prison where he needs to be at. And I'm glad justice was served on this weird ass dude. And I just wish that ex-girlfriend from 20 years ago would have called the police when he tried to kill her. And I wish I could find that audio, let y'all hear what she said. That's crazy. I can't remember why she chose not to call and report that. I can't remember because I was listening to this while I was driving in the car. And she was telling us, you know, the people, the audience, why she didn't, let me see, she didn't report that to the police. Let me see, try to kill ex-girlfriend. Let me see, ex-girlfriend. Let's see if we can do that real quick before I get ready to get out of here. Let's see. Let's see. And even they, you know what, they even called that 911 call bizarre. They even said it was bizarre. So, you know what? When they get off the phone with him, they probably told the police officers that he sounds like he's guilty. That's why when they came in there, they was looking around for real. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew this weirdo did this. Now, in this picture right here, you know, they look happy in this picture right here. Okay, they really do. And this is what she probably was looking at and thinking about the whole time. He's a manipulative person. And I hope that he gets everything that he deserves in prison. I really do. Because that's crazy. I'm trying to see if I can find an interview with the girl, the ex-girlfriend. I don't see it. But again, you can look up this story on YouTube and you will hear his ex-girlfriend talking about this dude and how one night they was in bed sleeping. And I guess it was cold in the room. because the window was up, and I think that she wanted the window down, and she kept on asking him to let the window down, and I guess he got mad and started beating or strangling her. I can't remember what she said. I think strangling and stuff. And she said, I don't know how she got him loose. I can't remember what she said, but I do know that she said she did not call to the police to report it, which is crazy. Let's see. Let me see what the dad's saying right here, y'all. But anyway, y'all, let me just tell you, if you're in any abusive relationship, when you first meet people, make sure you watch the warning signs, please, the red flags, okay? And if somebody has a lot of these red flag sign warnings, you need to take that as a indicator of what this person is all about, okay? And if you are in a domestic abusive relationship, you definitely need to seek help regarding that, okay? There's no reason why you should be staying there with someone that's, emotionally abusive, um, physically abusive, mentally abusive, okay? It's just no reason, you know? Time is too short. There are a lot of other people that won't do all of these things. So if you are involved in a relationship like that, please seek help and get out of it, point blank, all right? Again, you can find out more about this story on YouTube. There are a bunch of stories about this entire situation. Again, he is sentenced to 55 years in prison. With after he gets released, which he probably won't, he has to do 5 more years on probation. All right. So that's good that he is in prison now. And he is still saying that he did not murder his wife with his crazy ass, because we all know that he did this. Okay. It's all over the place, y'all. And he is a predator. He has nothing inside of him but pure evil. Okay. And they say he killed the only person that actually showed evidence of loving this man. So it just shows you can't love weird ass people. And that's just on everything. All right. All right. So now I'm gonna go over a couple of news articles, guys. If you have any comments regarding that story, if you are watching this in the replay, you can leave it in the comments section. All right. And again, you can go read about this story, or you can watch the YouTube videos about this story on YouTube. All right. So let me go over like 2 or 3 news articles real quick, and then we're gonna end this live because we've been on here for about an hour. I always go over just a little bit, but not too much. Take a quick break for a second. Okay, hold on for a second, y'all. All right, y'all. Here we go with the breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Okay, so anyway, in this article right here, a father, y'all, finds his 11-year-old daughter dead underneath the bed after texting him about a stranger at the door. Okay, so this is the daughter right here. And here's the dad. Wait a minute, I'm going to show y'all real quick. Okay. So anyway, an 11-year-old girl named Maria Gonzalez was found dead under her bed in her apartment in Pasadena, Texas. The heartbreaking discovery was made by her father, Carmelo, who had left her home alone to go to work on Saturday. Okay. What makes this story even more chilling is the fact that Maria has sent her father a series of eerie text messages about a stranger knocking on their apartment door. The details surrounding Maria's death are still under investigation, but it has been confirmed that she was RAPED before being killed. Her father, who initially received the distressing text from his daughter at around 10 a.m., had been cleared as a suspect, leaving the police searching for other leads. Authorities believe that someone in the apartment complex may have witnessed the crime and are urging residents to come forward with any information that could aid in their investigation. Okay. Um, I told her, don't open the door because I'm arriving at work. And she responded, I am in bed. That's what the dad told Fox 26 News. He later asked his relatives, who also live in the building, to check on Maria since he hadn't heard back from her after that text. When they headed to the apartment, the door was left open, but they could not find Maria. So, anyway, the dad returned home at about 3 p.m. and discovered his daughter's body inside a laundry basket placed under the bed. One disturbing aspect of this case is the state of the apartment complex security cameras. Unfortunately, at the time of the murder, the cameras were damaged and not working, preventing any potential footage that could have helped identify the killer. Anyway, this setback has intensified the urgency to gather other forms of evidence, such as DNA samples from the crime scene. That's really sad, y'all. Okay. Um, So anyway, this story just reflect on this heartbreaking. They said as we reflect on this heartbreaking story, it serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that can lurk just outside of your doors. It is crucial for us to remain vigilant and take necessary precautions to protect ourselves and our loved ones. This tragedy should also serve as a call to action for apartment complex in communities to prioritize the maintenance and make sure that cameras work. Okay. Anyway, this is a sad story. My condolences are expressed out to the dad and other family members and stuff. And my prayers are extended out to them. And may the little girl rest in peace. And I think at the time when they put this story out, they were still looking for the person that I guess they believe who could have done this crime. I thought I read somewhere that they were looking for a man. I'm not sure. But anyway, if I do get any updates on this story, I will let you guys know. But just be careful, in that article, I was listening to the audio from it, and he was saying that when she texted him and was telling him that a man was outside of the apartment, I'm thinking that he should have came home, or at least he should have called his relatives and told them to go over there and check on her then, instead of waiting, all that time. Now they did clear him, and I hope, nothing weird, what I'm saying, is going on with this story. It sounds kind of odd, And I thought I read that the doors wasn't broken into either. So did the person have a key? Because the doors were not broken into or anything. But if your daughter texting you, telling you a man is outside of the door, forget that job. You leave that job and you go home and go find out what's going on. Or if you got relatives in an apartment complex, why would you wait to call them? You have them come to the apartment complex immediately. 11 years old, leaving her at home by herself, right? It wasn't the daytime, though. That is crazy. See, no forced entry could also mean it was a family member or a family friend. That's what somebody wrote. Another commenter said, why not turn around to help your daughter? You could have found another job, but you would never get your daughter back. He didn't even call the police when she told him a man was at the door. He worked a full day and found her when he got off. A job is not that serious, especially when they don't understand when a family has an emergency. Somebody's saying that the economy is in shambles, but who cares about that if your daughter is telling you that a strange man is outside the door? You get your ass up at work and go see about your child, or at least call your relatives who are in the same complex and have them check to see if your daughter is okay. Now his daughter is dead, and then they, raped her as well, and beat her too, and then put her in that little laundry hamper and put her underneath the bed. 11 years old, y'all. Goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one, y'all. Okay. Again, my condolences are expressed out to her family members and her dad, and my prayers as well. And may the little girl rest in peace. And if I do get an update on that story, I will let you guys know about it, okay? Now, this is a story that I wanted to tell you guys about yesterday, okay? And I forgot. It just furthers proves my point of being with people that you don't really know or understand in detail. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this woman was beaten in front of her home while her little daughter screamed for help. Okay? And she was beating so severely that she had to be put in the hospital. Okay? Anyway, this was caught on security camera as well. Okay? But I'm not going to show you that. Okay? You have to look that up and see that yourself. Anyway, they did set up a GoFundMe page for her and everything. Anyway, her ex-boyfriend showed up to her house at 1 a.m. and she asked him to leave. She told him she didn't want anything else to do with him. Y'all know he didn't like that. He attempted to kill her, which is ridiculous. Okay. Anyway, he has been arrested, but the family do need help. Let me just see what else did they say about that. They always be doing the most. Wait a minute. They always just go into like, sometimes they don't go into the entire story, but I do know the entire story because of course, I watched it, let me see what they said. And this is out here in Southern California too. Okay. Let me see. He didn't give a damn. I'm gonna say, hold on, y'all. I mean, he did not he didn't care. He didn't care about her daughter was there or anything. He beat her in her driveway, y'all. In front of her daughter. Okay? Her 15-year-old daughter. Her daughter was screaming for this man to stop hitting her mom. And he just kept on hitting her. And this lady was just screaming. Okay? And she ended up having a broken back in hips. And she has to go through 3 months of recovery. This is why I firmly believe in if you know you with somebody that's crazy as hell, I just believe in making sure you keep yourself prepared. And that's on everything. And I ain't talking about with no KNIFE. You know what I'm saying? Because when she asked him to leave, he knocked on the door, whatever case is, she asked him to leave, I would have came right to that door with mine, you know what? Okay. And then when I would have told you didn't want to leave, I would have put it right out on his ass, and I bet you would have left then. All right. So it's just, and then I would have called the police, because clearly he's crazy as hell. But anyway, he was arrested. Okay. This lady works 2 jobs as a certified nursing assistant to care for her 2 children. And this low-life piece of what abused her right in front of her 15-year-old daughter in the front yard in the driveway. And neighbors was looking at this as well. And they do have that video. I don't know if that video is still there, but they did have it up. Let me just play this audio right here, let you guys hear the story real quick. And then I got to get out of here. We got to wait till the commercial go off first. The ad, hold on. Let me turn this down to this daggone thing go on. These ads. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Be patient. Okay, here we go.
After this disturbing act of alleged domestic violence, a woman.
I'm not gonna show this video, y'all.
Boyfriend says her.
Dang, it's a sad.
In the video, I think you could hear me yelling for him to stop hitting her. So he opens the car door, and I remember he tried slamming it on her head. So I grabbed the car door so he wouldn't keep banging it on her head. And my mom just yelling, and I'm telling the cops, hurry.
That beating captured on home security camera. The daughter, Maria Dennis, says her mom suffered a broken back and
this is sad.
Is still in the hospital. The ex-boyfriend has been arrested, but the family is in need of financial help. What is it you love about your mom?
Everything, like, I really appreciate her. She works 2 jobs to take care of me and my brother. But it's just her. She didn't.
I will show you her picture in the bed, the hospital. Y'all, he beat the shit out of her. Okay, I'm just be perfectly honest about it. And you can go check out that video, like I said, on YouTube. I'm not going to show it on my channel, but it's really, just I don't know. Again, I don't know why these women be dealing with these dudes that be doing all this weird shit. Too many people that don't do this. But anyway, he has been arrested, okay, and charged, so that's a good thing. And if I get any updates on that story, I'll let you guys know. And my prayers are extended out to this lady and her family, you know, and hopefully she makes a full recovery. Let me show you the other picture of her right here. This is crazy. And that's the daughter who witnessed everything. And that's the video camera footage of him doing the most. So he basically tried to kill her. So they probably got him on attempted murder. I don't know. They don't have what he was charged with. Let's see what one comment said. They said attempted murder. That's what everybody's saying in the comment section. That's sad. He was doing the most. They said she was nearly beaten to death. Okay. She also had broken bones too. That is sad. He did a lot. Yeah. Let's see. So she does have a GoFundMe page up, y'all. It's called let me see. So you know what? She was trying to break up with him. He didn't like it. So he decided to attempt to kill her. Yeah, that video shows a man beating down on her right next to a vehicle and even inside a car at one point. And then the daughter was trying to stop the attack. And her daughter was trying to stop, trying to save her mom's life. He also tried to slam the car door on her mom's head. That's sad. He also ran over the mom of two before fleeing the scene in the woman's car. That is crazy. Yeah, he should definitely be charged with attempted murder. That don't make no damn sense. But anyway, let me see. Her GoFundMe page is let's see, because I forgot to check on it because I was reading all of this. Let's see, GoFundMe here. Her GoFundMe is domestic violence supporting a family. They already raised $5,701 of the $10,000 goal. So Cassandra Navia is the organizer. So just check her out on YouTube, guys, if you want to know more about the story. And you'll see the GoFundMe as well on that YouTube page and everything. But this is her GoFundMe. I forgot to show you guys the other GoFundMes and stuff. But if you go look online and read those stories, you'll see the GoFundMe for those other art stories, especially the top one that I went over with the lady who got killed by her ex-husband. That's her GoFundMe right there. That is sad. It's probably upside down, but you can just go online. You can find it. It's not hard. Okay, that's sad. Sad, sad, sad. Crazy ass people, man. Goodness. I wish we had a picture of him because I want to see what he looked like. I thought I did see a picture of him. I thought I did. I'm not sure. One more story, guys, and that's going to be it for breaking news as well, okay? Then I'm going to get out of here. I got to go pick up my daughter from work in a couple minutes. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. One more story. Okay. So, man, this is a sad, sad, sad story right here. So many. Let me just read this one, though, real quick before we get out of here. So, 5 Mexican students were murdered on camera by the cartel. Okay. And the reason why is because I guess they snatched them up, right? The 5 students, and then try to make these 5 students be hitmen for them. And the 5 students resisted. And so therefore they killed them right there on the spot. Okay? That's what they did. Well, what they did is they pretend like they had a job offer for them. It was actually a fake job. All right. And then once they got there, um, I guess the one of the drug people or whatever was trying to recruit them as hitmen. But then the students refused to engage in such criminal activities. All right. So then they killed them. And they put this on camera as well. Okay. And it was on social media. I don't know if it's still up there. Anyway, they had the victims placed on their knees. Okay, then they put duct tape on their mouths. And then they just shot them because they refused to be hitmen for the game. Okay, point blank. And you know what they said? They also made the men get physical with one another by beating each other and stabbing, and even going as far as to decapitate one of their fellow students. And so the police said that they did find a dead body inside a car that had been set on fire the night before. That is crazy, man. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. So anyway, that's called narco juniors when they try to recruit teenage kids, men, I guess. And they usually pick teenagers from middle class backgrounds too. And since they refused to do it, that's when they just shot them and killed them. I will show you the picture, but I don't know what's the name. But yeah, again, you can go right online, or you can go type in Hollywood Unlocked, and you can type in 5 Mexican students murdered on camera by cartel after being lured to meet for a fake job, and you will see the entire story. All right, but my prayers and sympathy are expressed out to their family members. Sad, sad situation. This is a crazy world we live in, guys. It really is. Some crazy ass people. You know what I'm saying? These kids right here was going to college or high school. I think they were in college, and they were recruited, by pretending like they had a job offer. Then they get there, it's the gang. You know what I'm saying? The cartel, and then that's just what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. Mm-mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, that is it for this breaking news. I told you guys I was going to go over just a couple stories. Again, don't forget about that topic that we went over to earlier about the when evil is lurking in your bed, the murder of Lauren Charles. Don't forget about that, y'all. That's a tripped out story. Domestic violence is real. We need to look at it more seriously. Look at the warning signs, the red flags when we meet people, whether it's a man or a woman, and do what we need to do to get away from these lunatics. Okay? Because too many times we hear about people getting killed, children getting killed, people being beaten, like the lady who was beaten in front of her house, in front of her daughter. This is not good. This can be a positive life and a happier life if only we choose the right people to be in it, and to surround ourselves with. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us not to put up with weird ass people. It really is. Other than that, guys, thank you to Wes Adams for coming by, showing support. I forgot to tell you, hey, because I was too busy talking about this topic. And thank you to LJ for coming by, showing support. Thank you to everybody who was in the bushes. Thank you to everybody who watches this in a replay. Guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this live, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, and subscribe to the channel, and check out all my other videos and my shorts. Next live is tomorrow night at 7:30. Between 7 and 7:30, I have another interesting topic for us, And don't forget, if you want to show support to the channel, besides thumbing up and subscribing to the channel, you can do the Cash App to Shades Tube. No, $ Shades Tube, okay? All donations will be used to better this channel, guys, all right? Other than that, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next live. And have a good tomorrow as well, and be productive and stay positive. And I'll see you guys in my next live. And this is Shades to See y'all. And that's all. Everything. Good night. Good night, y'all.